What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, there seems to be some news. A leak. Some news about Xbox and their event thing. So, the event, the developer direct thing. Yeah, that's what they call it. January 23rd at... was it 10 a.m. Pacific? Was that 1 p.m. Eastern? Something like that. Whatever. Sometime during the day. I forgot what day it is. Thursday or Tuesday? I don't remember. So yeah, they're going to have South of Midnight. They're going to have 33, Expedition 33. Hot. And other things. One mystery game. Doom, of course. And a mystery game. I don't know what the mystery game is. That'll be interesting. Any shadow drop? I don't know if there'll be a shadow drop. But we'll see. You know, those things are always pretty good. So I'm glad that somebody in the industry is giving us something to look forward to. Having games coming through. You know, expecting some games. You know, PlayStation's not, they're lacking in their Mac, and they're not doing anything special. They're just coasting. They're still coasting, and they're not even making games anymore. So they're coasting with no games. How do they expect to maintain? How does PlayStation expect to maintain a lead when they're not doing the work? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the leaks. So let's talk about the leaks for a second. The leaks were by, I forget dude's name, but it's the same dude who said that Starfield's going to be on PlayStation 5. Just saying, doesn't sound like this guy knows what he's talking about. I mean, I've heard people say, oh, he's a good reputation of saying stuff. I'm like, okay. So the last thing that he said about something Xbox exclusive, blah, 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 was incorrect. As far to date, incorrect. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, he could say something, oh, yeah, I told you it was coming, like 12 years later. Oh, okay, thanks. So, well, first of all, who cares? It's a rumor. It's not, you know, Xbox didn't say so. Whatever. The main thing is, it's about what's happening in the industry. Now, I know I'm tired of hearing that too. The industry's changed. Blah blah blah. Sure, that's what happens in any industry. It changes. Demographics change, so the customer base changes. So your product will change. That's what happens. With the change of technology, i.e. streaming or subscriptions, everything's a subscription service. That's the new change, and it's changed away from you have to buy a box and then you have to play the game. See, here's the thing that Ponies and Donkey Unicorns and idiots and low IQ individuals don't understand. Back in the day, NES, Sega Master System, Genesis, Super NES, right? The only way you could play Mario, besides going to the arcade, but actually, not even that. You want to play Mario 2, the American version, which is, I forgot what it's called. There was no, I mean, I guess they had the 10 choice play, which was arcade, but it was the NES version inside of an arcade cabinet, whatever. And the only way you can play that is to buy an NES. Only way to play Shinobi at home is to buy a Sega Master System. Only way to buy the Revenge of Shinobi, only way to play Revenge of Shinobi or Streets of Rage 1, 2, 3, you gotta buy a Sega Genesis. That doesn't exist anymore. If you want to play a game, it's in multiple places. So you say, oh, we don't have to buy this box. We don't have to be forced to buy this box. If I prefer, I want to buy a PC because it got pretty lights and I can put RAM in it and I can do all like a tinker. If you're that type of person, you could do that and still play the games that you want to play. Or if you want to buy the console, you can buy the console. Or you know, whatever. If you want to stream it, do it on your TV, you can do that too. It's different. It's different from when it was. And when Sony came into the industry, that's how it was. You made a box. You made games for the box. Those games didn't work on anything else because each system was so different, was so bespoke that It was proprietary hardware that you had to make proprietary software for. Bespoke, individual hardware and software. That's how it worked. Now, these consoles are literally computers. They're laptop computers with SSDs in them and fast throughput because of how they designed the boards. That's it. It's a laptop. That's what it is. That's what the APUs in there, those are laptop APUs. That's what they are. And so I'm like, all these Donkey Unicorns and Ponies are stuck and they're attached to the past. And of course, we all know, if you don't adapt, if you don't evolve with what the current situation is, you're gonna go extinct. And Sony and PlayStation, they're very slow at adapting. Mainly because they don't have the money to be swift with it. Also, they don't want to give up that allure, that console thing. You know, even Herman Hulse recently came out and said, we're still, console's the number one for us. And I'm like, they're only saying that to placate the hardcore fans. That's all they're doing because they don't want to lose face. They don't want to look like, oh my, like all the doubt, all the people that are doing the FUD and all that stuff about Xbox. Oh, the future of Xbox. Xbox is doomed, third party, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're idiots. Microsoft, $1 trillion company, $3 trillion plus company. Xbox, I guess, is multi-billion dollar company. It's bigger than Windows now. How are they not going to be in the industry? They are a major part of the industry. If they go away, a big part of the industry goes away. If Microsoft goes away, if Xbox goes away, you should be worried about the industry as a whole. That's what that is. And I'm not saying, oh, it's all hinges on Microsoft, but they're part of the equation. They're part of the formula. They're part of the puzzle. They keep the industry going. If you think about it, Microsoft has been that for other companies too. They saved Apple. Apple was like going down. And Jobs was like, and Microsoft came in and said, hey man, we got you, bro. And they saved them. I think they bought shares or something. I forgot what they did. But I think this was in the 80s or the 90s. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Microsoft saved Apple. Apple's still around. Why? Because Microsoft bailed them out. Now, it seems like Microsoft is giving that charity to PlayStation, giving them games. Port beggars. If you beg, you will get it. And you're begging. I don't understand why you're begging, because Xbox is trash and all the games are trash. So why do you want these games again? I would say for Ponies and Donkey Unicorns, drop the facade and become what you are already, is just a gamer. Just be a gamer. Stop putting on this show in this front for your YouTube channel. I'm talking to you, Dreamcast guy, you fraud. I mean, he is the definition of a grifter. He got shouted out so hard that, honestly, I don't think he could ever recover from it. But, I mean, he still has his subs or whatever, and people still like him for some reason. I can't stand him. Ever since I started, like, I subbed to him. I was like, oh, yeah, Dreamcast, because I like the Dreamcast. And I thought he might be cool because Dreamcast was cool, right? Nope, it's not. And every time I look at him, well, every time I hear him, he's like, hello, guys, this is Dreamcast, and thank you for showing up, and we're going to talk about how Xbox is dead. And I'm like, why are you talking like that? What is wrong? I know you didn't go to journalism school, because they don't teach you how to talk like that. They teach you differently. They teach you like the broadcast. Why they had you today? You know, it's a different. It's like learning how to sing, basically. You know, there's a certain type of timbre and melody to your words. That's how that works. And if you notice, if you watch the news, I don't know if anybody does anyway, but you listen to each individual anchor, news person, they all have the same kind of rhythm. All the same, they hit all the notes, right? Because they were trained to do it that way. These content creators I wasn't, because I didn't go to journalism school. I just talk a lot and stuff, and I spit bars, so, you know, some of that translates. Anyway, Dreamcast, I don't know why he talk like, it's just, it's annoying, first off. I was really thinking about maybe I should sharpen up my Dreamcast guy impression, but I feel sick doing it myself because I'm like, it reminds me of how he sounds. Does that make sense? So I'm like, and he's just, but look, what he's doing, he's grifting, he's paying his bills, whatever. I can't hate the man for hustling, especially his girlfriend. Wow, that was crazy. But and the latest thing is he needs 16 grand for his teeth or something. Look, I don't need 16 grand for my teeth. I got dental insurance, so I'm good. I got glasses insurance. I got medical insurance. I'm good. So you will never see me begging for money to fix my teeth. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I do this channel for free, basically. I mean, I know I'm above. I'm 16 something subs, 1,600, not 1,000. I wish I was 16,000. 16. Let's get to 2,000. Yeah, whatever. But I'm doing this for fun. I'm not even monetizing this channel. I'm just like, I'll get to it. It's not a priority because video games is a hobby. Video games is joyous, right? And yes, this takes time out of my day to do this, to edit it, to put it, to post it, and all that stuff, right? Load the subscription, a 2-sentence subscription, subscription description. Sure, it takes time. Time is money, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, I do it because I enjoy it. I do it for fun, just like why I play video games. I do it for fun, escapism, all that stuff. And I like to be not inside of the industry because I kind of like where I'm at, where I'm on the outside for the most part. Would I like more contacts and stuff? Maybe, sure. I mean, I'm not opposed to like having people talk to me and they say, hey, you can't say nothing. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna say nothing. And they'll be like, I got a source. His name is P.P. Perkins, and he said that blah blah blah. You know, he said that Sony's gonna sell to Magnavox. Why would I say? Sony's gonna sell the PlayStation brand to JVC. Who owns JVC? Sharp? I don't even know who owns any. They're all China companies now. China companies. That didn't sound right. So yeah, I mean, that stuff gets weird. I mean, it's cool to kind of know stuff, but it's also cool to be surprised by like the presentations that like Tina Amini, she puts together. I'm gonna say it. She is the best. She is one of the best hires that Microsoft has done, Xbox, in a long time. A long time. I'm like, yo, these developer directs presentations, the summer showcase they had last, that was like the best one in the history of video games. I'm like, she got magic. I don't know what she's doing, but do not give her whatever she needs. Give her all the raises she wants. Make her VP of media editing, video content. I don't know. Just don't let her go. Don't, because she is doing magic. And I'm like, yo, I will watch everything she does. As long as it's Xbox. If she go to PlayStation, I'll be mad. I'll be like, arr, you traitor. No. But, you know, that's fine. But at some point, if you get in too deep, then it starts to feel like a job. And I don't ever want to do that. That's why I don't really do reviews, because that's a little bit more... It takes away a little bit of the enjoyment, I would think, of playing the game at however you play. Now, if I do like a review on my time, I'm saying I'm gonna review it when I'm done playing it. Like I'm still playing Indiana Jones. I'm pretty close to the end. I just did the big giant temple in the jungle with the snake, the part with the snake. I hate snakes. But yeah. So I'm like, I'll finish that. Well, am I going to talk about? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I will, because it's going to be released on PlayStation later. So maybe around the time that it's going to be released, I'll talk about it in depth, spoilers and everything, so I can spoil all the Ponies and Donkey Unicorns, so I don't have to play it. I'll just play boop boop. But then I need gameplay. I haven't been recording any gameplay, so that might be a problem. But the notion of just being a part of the community as a whole is cool. I mean, I don't think I am, because I'm kind of just a loner. I mean, I got you guys in chat and I appreciate, and then there is some bleed over from Dirt and Sean show and other shows. So I appreciate y'all coming over and messing with me. especially Mass Erect. I see you all the time on Dirt streams, so that's cool. And Sean stream WBG and stuff. So that's dope. But you know, it's, you know, I guess eventually I'll click the button to. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't like ads, and I know you guys don't like ads. So why would I? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. In the meantime, I am gonna do this. I'm going to start a new channel eventually in the coming months. I would say try to get it done this month, but whatever. No promises. But it's a channel specifically and only for music. So all the videos that I have maybe five or six videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 videos. 3 are original. 1 is a cover, and 1 is it was an artist that I just recorded. She was performing in, I think it was Wynwood or somewhere down in Miami in the art district, and she had a band with her. I was like, can I record it? And so I hooked up my little audio recorder to get the live audio, and then I just shot some B-roll and shot the performance, and I slapped it all together. But yeah, I don't think that one's gonna make it over because I wanted to just be my stuff, and neither is the cover. I'm not doing that one. But all the other stuff I'm gonna transfer them over. Hopefully there won't be any issues. But I'm gonna do that, and then all the newer songs, anything new I do, I'm gonna put it on a separate Just Music channel, because the algorithm is all weird and nobody's watching those videos, to be honest. And that's fine, but it's always good to have your separate things separate, basically. So just to be, yeah. But yeah, that's the plan for that stuff. But anyway, talking about the leaks, it's not a big deal because the main thing, I think, Donkey Unicorns and Ponies, they don't see the bigger picture. And that is that Microsoft has Game Pass. Xbox has Game Pass. So, for instance, name any game that's going to be going to PlayStation as well, even if it's day and date, right? Worst case scenario for Xbox, day and date, why do I need to buy Xbox, right? Going to be on Game Pass versus pay full price on PlayStation. That's the difference. That is the thing. That's the whole thing that Jim Ryan was scared of because of Call of Duty. It's like, they're going to put Call of Duty in Game Pass, and then it's going to undermine the sales of the PlayStation. They're not going to want to buy it on PlayStation. They're going to want to sign up for Game Pass, which is going to cause people to go over to Game Pass, or maybe hopefully not, but they might buy an Xbox to get Game Pass. You see, it's like a snowball effect. And it works because once people figure out what Game Pass is and figure it, like, oh, snap. And everybody keeps saying, they're not advertising Game Pass, da-da-da-da. When Game Pass first came out, they advertised the hell out of it. Y'all don't remember those Game Pass commercials where it's like the neon sign and it's Game Pass, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, they were cool commercials. They should just bring them back, honestly. Bring it back, remix them. They should probably do a new rollout of, well, actually, when they come out with their handheld, eventually, hopefully, that's when they should do some more Game Pass ads. But anyway, they have a handle on that stuff. They have a lot of things going on, a lot of studios, a lot of games coming out. They have a lot of moving parts, and right now they haven't messed up as far as these releases, handling them. Indiana Jones came out, people were doubting it, and honestly, I was like, I don't know, is it gonna be? I don't know. And it came out, and it's great. It's really, really, really good game, and people are loving it. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. Did they give it a 10 or a 9? I don't know. It's like crazy. So you're looking at the quality. The quality's up there now, right? So you have no excuse. These PlayStation guys like Reforged Game. He is the dumbest dumb person. He's the dumbest Jimmy Neutron on the. There's different Jimmy Neutrons. Jimmy Jim Lano, what's his name, Lano? He's really dumb. I mean, he knows words and stuff. He can put a sentence together, but he's trying. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to be against Xbox in every single way. And then I saw I think I saw Fertanga's video talking about Reforged, talking about Eli, Couple of Fools. I did a video about him a couple videos ago. He's still dope. And I was listening to Reforged. I was like, how? He's trying to. And Dirt did a thing too. He said that. He's like, oh, I have. You're talking about Game Pass and Quick Resume. I have Quick Resume. It's called, you put your PlayStation in rest mode. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, y'all are stupid. I mean, generally speaking, Donkey Unicorns and Ponies, they're dumb or they're playing dumb in order to placate an audience, but that was disingenuous. He knows it's not the same. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he stopped messing with Xbox and he didn't really get to experience Quick Resume. Quick Resume is a game changer. And people don't say it, people don't realize it because they don't use it. They're on PlayStation and they don't have that. So they're like, And Eli went on live and he showed us how quick it was, right? I've been jumping from Indiana Jones to Rogue Flight, that's a little indie game, to, I'll go to YouTube for a couple seconds and I go back to Indiana Jones. I'm jumping up back and forth, zero latency, zero lag, couple of seconds, I'm in the game. I'm like, man, this is magic. This is like, I can honestly say, I don't see how they can improve that. I mean, maybe faster, but it's so fast that it's like, it doesn't need to be faster because it's like 8 seconds you're in the game. If that. You see the splash screen come up and then boop, you're in. It's more like 5 seconds, honestly, on average. So, yeah, Reforged is a dummy. But what are you going to do? He's got more people than me. He's got more subs. He's been doing it for a while. And I think a lot of them, as far as the guys who have subs who are talking bad or ill of Xbox, used to be Xbox people, they switched over to PlayStation to grow their audience, and now they're stuck in a spot where they have to maintain their audience. They have to placate to a dying breed, if you will. There's an equine flu going around, and if PlayStation don't make a move, I don't know, bro. I think they're at the end of their rope, and there's gonna be some shrinkage on the PlayStation side. Y'all see, y'all are gonna see. They'll come up with a couple of games here and there, but last thing, one of the main problems that I'm noticing about PlayStation is that, like with what's that game, Intergalactic or Horizon, maybe, Ghost of Yote, and even with Assassin's Creed, even though it's not a PlayStation game, it's all the DEI stuff and the neo-woke stuff, I'm gonna call it. And I understand. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish that these game creators could create games, characters, and not have to worry about, is she not sexy enough? Is her muscles too big? Is she too masculine? Right? But they do. And it does affect, because, believe it or not, there are racist gamers, there are sexist gamers, there are bigot gamers. Let's just be real. And so, how much of the percentage of gamers does that entail? Like how much of the bigotry, what the percentage is of gamers is that? I have no idea. I don't think there's any real way to tell, because most racists, why can't I say it? Most racists, bigots, and sexists and all that stuff won't admit it. They like to keep it in the closet because they don't want to be canceled or whatever. Depending on their environment, of course. If they're in an environment which nurtures racism and bigotry, then they don't care. They'll let their flag fly. But that is a reality. And so we're seeing that more so on the PlayStation side and the Sony side, because of the decisions they're making with their characters and such. Now, and the writing too. And so, that's part of the business. You have to create, like I've always said, there isn't a problem with having a character like that, but it has to make sense within the context of the story which you're creating. Like Hazel in South of Midnight. She's black. She's from Louisiana, deep south. That makes sense. She's female. Sure, that didn't make any difference, but I appreciate it because I prefer female characters anyway, because there's a little bit more, I don't want to say nuance, but I don't know. It's just a preference, right? I like looking at females more than I like looking at dudes. I can appreciate the human form in any sex, but because of my artist, because I look at the superficiality of things. Not that I don't put superficiality above, intellectual conversation or anything, but if something looks good, if somebody looks good, like, she look good, he look good, whatever, I ain't got a problem with that. I'm straight though, by the way. Just let you know. Pause. There's no. Don't get it twisted. That doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, just to let y'all know. But as a straight man, I can appreciate a handsome person, regardless of the sex. Anyway, sorry, went a little bit too long on that. But those people who hate those type of things, gay people, strong women, whatever, are gonna have issues with these games. And like I said, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. And so when you're creating a game like South of Midnight, it makes sense. She's Hazel, she's a female, whatever. That doesn't matter. She could have a twin brother, and maybe you can switch, and this is the boy. Who cares? It doesn't matter. And it makes sense with that game, with the story that they're telling. And there's white people in there too. I've seen like 2 or 3 white people in that game. I was like, oh, there, look, it's yay. Does that even out the DEI stuff, or I don't understand how that actually works? Because it's like, wait, if the main character is not white man, then it's DEI, right? It's woke, according to you know how people are. So I'm like, okay, so what if the secondary character? No, it's got to be the main character. Whatever. I'm sorry. Tangent. It's a good tangent. Apologies. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think about all the leaks and stuff, blah blah blah. Y'all think Sony got a chance to come back? I don't know. They're looking kind of spooky right now. And that developer direct, man, that's coming up in a couple weeks. That's gonna be dope. It's under 2 weeks. That's gonna be cool. We're gonna talk about that when that comes out. But I appreciate, and I hit you, and I tell y'all next one too. To wait.